What the hell's going on here? I've never took a nap in a boat in my life. I mean, we out here to work.
Troy Landry made a big splash in the world of television back in 2010 when he became one of the main characters on the hit show Swamp People. Troy's show quickly won the hearts of millions of viewers. But lately, you might have noticed that Troy hasn't been on screen as much as before. We revealed the sad reason behind the heartbreaking tragedy of Troy Landry from Swamp People. 4. Many fans of the TV series Swamp People. Troy's journey to landing his dream job has always been a source of curiosity. Did luck, fate, or his skills and experiences get him there? Whatever the reason, it wasn't an easy path. Swamp People follows the lives of alligator hunters in the Affalaya River Basin, showcasing their hunts and challenges. Surprisingly, Troy never imagined it would become such a hit. It started as a simple way to make ends meet, but quickly gained popularity, attracting over 3.1 million viewers on the History Channel. The series premiered on August 27, 2010, and has captivated audiences for an incredible 15 years. Fans often speculate about Troy's choice of the Affalaya Swamp over other areas. Some even suggest it might be due to family ties or filming regulations. However, after research, the truth emerged. Troy Landry's connection to Louisiana runs deep. Born on June 6, 1960, in Pierre Park, Louisiana, his roots in the region influenced his decision to feature the Atchafalaya Swamp in the show. It is safe to say Troy was born into a family 5 generations deep into being alligator hunters, which explains his unbeaten skills and experience. In Troy's household, the dangerous job just worked as a way to foot the family's bills, which indicates that at a young age, Troy was already exposed to the pros and cons of alligator hunting. His fond title as King of the Swamps is not so far from being truthful. From early on, Troy had occasionally been on alligator hunts and conducting studies and research on the animals of the Affalaya River Basin. Troy's parents, Duffy and Myrtle Landry, have made multiple appearances on the Swamp People series, even though they are retired. Usually, they provide insight into situations in which Troy requires the knowledge of another expert, so that they can experience nostalgia or a sense of familiarity with one of their favorite pastimes. Being in the family business can be seen as a bonding experience, and it helps that their shared interests can also be profitable ventures. When the Landry family's activities are revealed to viewers, it's clear that they're deeply involved in the tradition of alligator hunting, passing down their skills from one generation to the next. This familial connection to the trade is both impressive and heartwarming. While many nature shows feature alligator hunting, Troy Landry's appeal seems to lie in his extensive experience. Unlike hunters who may take greater risks for dramatic effect, Troy's approach is grounded in years of practice and knowledge. He knows exactly when to engage with the animals and when to back off, ensuring a safe and successful hunt. Troy's expertise comes from a combination of hands-on experience, research, and running a seafood distribution company. His well-rounded background has made him a respected figure in alligator hunting, serving as a role model for others in the industry. Moreover, the Landry Family's efforts to regulate the alligator population in the Louisiana River Basin have been commendable. By ensuring the animals aren't endangered and pose no threat to the area, they've become stewards of the local ecosystem. Many have often wondered how Troy rose to fame as quickly as he did and why. It started as a regular yearly activity, but it became so much more than expected. In the end, it was a groundbreaking intervention. According to Troy's sons, Jacob and Chase Landry, the family participated in the annual alligator hunting period in 2010, in which the family planned to join in the east and west zones for approximately 60 days. After the alligator hunting season, the Landry family participates in crawfish fishing, which stretches over 9 months a year. Troy stated that since it was a family business, he and his sons had been involved in alligator hunting way before the series started. It appeared to be exactly what was required when producers needed to find a group suitable for the expected roles while also being experienced enough to take on the task. As strict followers of the regulation guiding the animals and being mildly famous for continuing a generational business, the state's wildlife officials recommended Troy his lifelong history with the swamp and the hundreds of catches are evidence of his work. According to reports, Troy has had access to more revenue and business partnerships in his other areas of expertise since working with the show. It is reported that Troy is estimated to have a net worth of over $2 million. However, according to Troy, most of his earnings are made through alligator sales and fishing. He had a lot going for him, but underneath his success, something was lurking and waiting to take Troy down. He also expressed that at first he was very weary of cameras and crews following his family around and being recorded and questioned. He stated that the gig became one of his miracles after the recession raised the costs of alligator hunting, and the show's production helped him cover the costs. He also humbly revealed that if not for the production intervention, the family business would have taken a massive hit with little to no profit for the year. Troy's episodes usually feature little moments of product advertising and recommendations for his viewers to keep the show afloat and gather partnerships. So far in the 15th season of the series, Troy has had several product endorsements to his belt, as well as running underside businesses, including cranking crabs, from which he recovers a massive £6 million annually, much to the amazement of others. Despite not being on screen as often as before, it seems Troy over the years has had for himself millions of loyal fans who adore him, his skills, and the tolerable family life his show sets on TV. Most already aware, as he confirmed that he didn't learn or get into gator hunting, but was born and raised in it. Unsurprisingly, the king of the swamp is a natural and has pervasive knowledge of swamp areas, animals, prey, and predators. He basically breathes swamp life into and out of his lungs. Troy Landry stands out as a true trailblazer in his field, and it's no wonder why. With his unique approach and unwavering dedication, he's managed to excel and educate his viewers on the ethics and intricacies of hunting. Through his influence and fame, Troy has successfully instilled basic knowledge of hunting ethics in the do's and don'ts surrounding the lifestyle Among his audience, what sets Troy apart is his commitment to teaching extensively on moral, reserved, and respectful hunting practices while adhering to the guidelines of wildlife environmentalists. His natural enthusiasm for the field shines through in his work as he genuinely enjoys what he does while recognizing the financial benefits of the challenging profession. According to reports, Troy Landry strictly abides by the state's 30-day legal hunting limit, showing that he takes the anti-excessive hunting movement seriously. It's a balanced approach to maintaining a healthy ecosystem, a principle he holds dear. One of Troy's most remarkable feats that left fans in awe was catching 82 alligators in a single day. Typically, he snags between 40 to 45 on a good day. So, doubling that number left fans in disbelief and amazement. It was truly a chapter moment for Troy, showcasing his exceptional skill and prowess in action. However, with such an extraordinary catch, fans were understandably concerned about Troy sustaining injuries, especially considering the inherent dangers of wrangling alligators. Yet much to everyone's relief, a thorough body check revealed that Troy only suffered one injury from a gator's teeth amidst his impressive 82-count catch, a testament to his experience and expertise in the field. And to be honest, gator injuries were the last thing Troy needed to be worried about back then. Something else was about to change in the most heartbreaking way. Was something wrong with Troy's family? Actually, no. Troy is a family man, as he has been so for years before the airing of Swamp People. According to reports, Troy is a devout Christian who has been married for decades to his wife Bonita, with whom he has two sons, Chase and Jacob Landry. The pair have been married since 1981 and are currently in half retirement. Aside from his two sons, Troy is also a stepfather to Brandon Landry, whom he considers his son. Their formal relationship would never have been brought to light except for the meddling media. By profession, Bonita is a contemporary gospel musician with hit songs such as I Shall Wear a Crown and Victory Belongs to Jesus. Bonita has notable achievements in her career, such as winning stellar awards and being nominated for the Grammy Awards. Aside from her musical career, Bonita is a high school educator who occasionally appears on the show to demonstrate her gator hunting abilities. Definitely a very busy woman with several talents. Bonita sometimes also works as a publicist for the History Channel. In an interview, Troy revealed when questioned about his excellent fashion sense that his wife should be given accolades for all his public appearances on the red carpet and performances. He stated that although it was not formal, his wife was a talented fashion enthusiast who loved dressing them to complement each other's looks while maintaining elegance and class. For those privileged to enjoy Troy Landry's space off camera and are invited to his house, many report to the public on their thrilling yet homely exhibit. According to one of the fans, during his visit, he was treated to holding an actual 11-foot alligator's head, seeing a room with about 14 white-tailed deer heads preserved at their best, and seemed in an excellent state. The visitor expressed the couple's enthusiasm for showing him what they call their dream house. Troy stated that they had been living on a trailer for over 30 years and were overjoyed to finally have the home they had long hoped for, which would be made of cypress. According to Bonita, she insisted that every part of the house be made of wood. Troy was glad that the house could accommodate 2 kitchens, as he was an enthusiastic cook and didn't want to be limited by being extra careful in his wife's kitchen when splurging in his. They were pleased that their dream of hosting their 3 sons and their families and hosting large gatherings was finally actualized, and they can now spend more time in a space-filled area with their children and grandchildren. This is no surprise to fans because in every episode, the crew seems to be getting closer and closer, and the lines of being co-workers become blurry and replaced by interconnectedness, friendly banter, and more than casual relationships with one another. There is no doubt that the rest of the crew, aside from their biological children, are more than welcome in Landra's home. One of the reasons the show has such a large number of viewers is that fans are invested in the crew, who are less than formally while still being experts and professionals in their field. One of the show's beloved interactions is between Troy and Picklu Wheat, who sees Troy as her mentor. The 2 combined together make a very silky comic relief in the otherwise tense activities. Their conversations caused fans and themselves to laugh so much that their boat almost capsized during a friendly banter in one episode. The moment was terrifying yet hilarious, making it one of the most epic moments on the show. It is safe to say that if the Swamp People's crew were not tolerant and loving of one another, the series would have flopped long before the 5th season of the show. The pair also revealed that sometimes the alligators come out of the water onto the land outside the hunting season to sunbathe and roam about on land. For normal non-experts, these occurrences would have been wild and terrifying. However, they revealed they are not bothered about their safety except when the gators become a nuisance. What could possibly go wrong in Troy's private and professional life when everything was going so well?